All right, let's get into reacts and see how Twitter did react to the game yesterday. First up is from WhoScored.com saying no player won possession in defensive third more times than Archie Gray, which was 8 in the opening round of Europa League matches over
phenomenal.
the week.
For his European debut as an 18-year-old as well, that's really, really great to see. So I'm really happy. I'm happy that he put in a good display, and he seems to really be adjusting well to life at Tottenham.
Yeah, absolutely. You can move past the next one because that is just the same thing. This one's funny. Spurs lose possession, and this is Solanke.
Literally, as soon as a defender gets the ball, you must look up and just see like this absolute beast running towards him, and it can't be a not scary sight. Put it that way.
Yeah. This next one, this is Son feeling a bit of an injury at the back of his thigh, and the tweet says, if you have a conscience, you'll let him rest for the next game. I hope you feel more at ease.
What he so thought that this account wants him to be rested for the United game?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, United, I would play him in United and rest him for the Ferencváros game, but look, I wanted him rested for this game.
You don't want to aggravate anything though, do you?
If he's injured, then definitely don't play him, but if he's okay... look, I would have rested him for this game against Qarabag. We didn't. We played him, and we are obviously. This is what I was saying. He's 32. You don't want to overwork him. You need to manage his minutes, and hopefully we're not putting too much pressure on him.
Next up is just another angle of that Sonny feeling his thighs yesterday, and the tweet says, "Look at this. Rub the back of your thighs. Why don't you treat our players with respect and make me angry?" Yeah,
he's touching his hamstring there, which is really concerning. So hopefully he hasn't tweaked anything. But it was interesting. I'm just seeing a quote here. Someone said that Ange said that the Son injury isn't too serious. That's implying that there is some sort of injury there. So I hope that isn't true, but it's a bit concerning, yeah.
Clara says, my day ruined, and that is with Sonny on the ground nursing that injury, and straight away takes off that captain's armband, doesn't he?
Yeah, that was the only thing that was worrying really after the game, that Son went down like that. But look, positive news for Andrew said he's hopefully going to try and train tomorrow. He says he faces a late fitness test, so let's see how he comes tomorrow. I've got a gut feeling he will be involved on Sunday, but I have to wait and see. That didn't look good though, did it?
No. Next one, Son leading out the team at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium yesterday in the Europa League. Next up, again, just another one of Sonny going down, just not looking very happy. After that, this is a funny one. 4 a.m. in Korea watching the Europa League yesterday. That's what the whole of Korea were like. Just to get a few more glimpses of Sonny.
Absolutely fantastic.
Next one is Kayla7. Been telling Sonny to sit down in order to get subbed off, his best friend for real. And that was Ben Davis telling Sonny to go down. But again, like we were speaking about this before, like I don't really understand why he has to go down. Why can't Ange just sub him?
Yeah, I don't really understand, unless Sonny was, set to continue, or he felt like he could continue or something. Dave was like, look, you're not continuing, just sit down and go off or something. But I don't understand why he has to sit down. Why can't he just... I guess maybe just to make sure he's being assessed properly. Maybe, I don't know. Why can't he do it on the touchline? I don't really understand why he had to sit down.
Kayla7 says he's been so vocal on the fact that his body's really tired. He never really says those things unless he truly means it, because he loves to play as many games as he can. It's so difficult to see him on the floor when he's been so vocal about this topic. It's true, isn't it?
Let's just hope he's okay. Well, I know yesterday was especially a tough game because down to 10 men, he had to do some extra running. So, look, he's our captain. He's always going to make himself available, isn't he? He's always one of those players where if he feels like he can play, he'll make himself available. So it's a tough one. Hopefully, it hasn't made too much of an impact.
Sergio Season says 6th of September, De Bruyne complains about the schedule. 18th of September, Kevin De Bruyne gets injured. 17th of September, Rodri complains about the schedule. 22nd of September, Rodri gets injured. Yesterday, which was 2 days ago now, saying Son complains about the schedule, and yesterday Son goes off injured. I'm seeing a bit of a theme here.
So just don't talk about the schedule.
And you'll be fine.
And you might be all right.
The next one from Kayla again, saying he made sure the team was secure with that third goal before being asked to get subbed off, always trying to put the team before him.
Yeah, but this is the situation. So as you see, we get the third goal. Solanke goes off to celebrate. He's taking his armband off and he's about to walk towards the bench. He then turns away from the bench and goes to celebrate with his teammates. And and you know he looks happy and whatever. He's celebrating with his teammates and congratulating Solanke. He then looks like he's walking back towards the centre circle to kind of get the game to start off again. And then you can see Ben Davies holds it down. And you can see in the background there, Ange is signaling him sit down, sit down. He's looking over to Ange and he's telling him sit down, and then he does sit down and wait for the medical team. So it's a bit confusing what exactly went on, because why, if he's about to come off, why is he then going back towards the centre circle and being told to sit down rather than, is it just because he doesn't want to, like, maybe he feels I can carry on, or maybe he's, I don't know. It's quite peculiar why he doesn't just either sit down because he feels like he's injured, or just come off, or why does he have to sit down? I don't know. It's a bit of a weird situation what went on there. It's
a very peculiar situation, which we'll probably never hear about it again. So, unfortunately,
I don't know if we're overthinking it, but I don't really get what happened.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't understand what happened either. But Alex Greenberg shows this is the picture that I was talking about with Lucas Bergvall yesterday, and it's being likened to that.
Anakin Skywalker.
Is that Anakin Skywalker?
That's
is
Anakin Skywalker in when he turns to the dark side.
I see. So Bergvall's going to show his mean face soon.
Is this the start of Bergvall's move to Arsenal? I hope not.
Yido Gus says, if this Solanke performance doesn't move you, I can't help you.
Damn right. I think, yeah, if you can't see what Solanke brings, I mean, I don't know who hasn't seen it. I mean, I don't see anyone complaining, but if you haven't seen it, then if you can't see it, then I agree with Gus. I can't help you.
Mikey Moore tweeted out yesterday saying, unreal support tonight, thank you. And that was quote retweeted to the Tottenham saying, winning start in the Europa League with Basuma and Pape. Shawsey giving us a few pictures of the night. Actually, some great pictures here with Solanke with his little anime celebration yesterday.
So that's Attack on Titan.
Okay, if you say so.
I do say so. What happens is you bite and then you turn into like this big, like, I can't really describe it. It's like extra superhuman kind of thing.
Well, he didn't need to bite because he was in an extra superhuman.
Exactly. That's how it works in the Attack on Titan.
Next one is Pape with his celebration yesterday. It was great to see Pape on the score sheet because, you know, he's had to come under a bit of criticism this season and the back end of last season. So good to see him back on form. Brennan Johnson, all smiles with his celebration yesterday. And, just the team going to celebrate with Brennan yesterday as well. Harry Brooks, one second. Harry Brooks says, and just doesn't change his principles. He constantly adapts his methods. And it's scary. There are pundits who played the game who don't notice the difference between principles and methods and continue to push the narrative of one way of playing, too open, can't defend set pieces, rather than actually looking, analysis and dissecting what is the really and going on, what is the reality and is going on.
100%, I agree with that. I think there's a lot of lazy analysis about Tottenham, to be honest. And I feel like because we like to attack and we like to always try and play forward and be on the front foot, people just like look at us and say, oh, he's only has one way of playing, he only does this and does that. But actually, if you look at our games, he has changed things up a few times. He has looked to find solutions to problems. And whenever we have had problems, but he's always looked to try and find ways to find solutions to those problems. And just because sometimes either solutions haven't worked or whatever, for whatever reason, people just have this narrative like he's stubborn, he's naive, he only has one way of playing, all this kind of stuff, where I don't think that's true at all. I do think he does different things and tries different things and is willing to change in different ways. I just feel like he just gets pigeonholed into certain things, and I don't think it's true.
Completely agree. Alex, the Euro expert, says the red card is obviously Dragshin's fault, but you can't blame him that much for panicking in this situation. Once again, the distance Spurs are putting between their centre-backs and the rest of their side creates enormous pressure on those centre-backs to handle situations like this.
Yeah, and I do think there's a good point there because, well, look, if you click the picture, I mean, I don't know if you probably can't zoom in, but you can see there, Dragson's about to receive the ball. There's just no one near him, and there's no option for him. And yes, he should probably play it back to the keeper in that situation, but still, that is also a problem with the team. The team should be helping him out a lot more. And obviously, I can't say just because the team did that, he had to get a red card. That's obviously a stupid take. But I would also say that the fact he was put in that situation is a problem with the team functioning, and that's at that point. And the team has to take a bit of responsibility for why he was put in that situation.
All right. Well, there you have it. That is all we have for you for REAX for the Qarabag game.